You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and in your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey everybody, come on in, come on in. Woo, child, are y'all ready for this good old review? Make sure you like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the Hood Table while I post this on my Twitter real quick. One momento, or how's it say in Spanish? Un momento. Okay, I think we're all set. Everybody, make sure you can hear me okay. If you cannot hear me okay, please let me know. I'm trying to listen to myself on my making sure I'm not fuzzy wuzzy. Can you hear me okay? Can you see me okay? Please let me know. I think that's a little bit clearer. Hey, what's up, David? That's a little bit clearer. Yeah, I'm testing myself out on my cell phone. I think we're okay. If I'm too loud or if I'm not clear enough or if there's static or anything like that, please let me know because I like to come through really clear for the peoples, But yes, make sure you share the video, like the video, and if you're on Facebook, come on over to our The Hood Table to our The Hood Table YouTube channel as well, because that is normally where we go live, is on our YouTube channel called The Hood Table. But anywho, y'all, for those of you who watch Ruthless, that's what we're gonna be discussing this evening. For those of you who don't like Ruthless, you might not want to tune in for this because Ruthless is a really it's a pretty graphic TV show. There are some things that go on in that TV show that some people, probably wouldn't have a taste for. It is by Tyler Perry, but it's not one of his average funny comedic TV shows. It's far from that. But for those who enjoy the TV show, we are about to get into reviewing the latest episode. And I think it's actually the last episode of the season. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But I think we are on the last show of the season. And the way it ended, man. But we're going to jump right into that. And if you have any thoughts on the TV show about any of the characters or the storylines, you know what to do. Comment in the chat. Let me know questions or anything, any of your opinions on what has been going on thus far on the TV show. But I really did enjoy this episode. It was called, what was it called? Out of Time. This episode was called Out of Time. It is season 1. It is episode 24. Season 1, episode 24 that we are going to review tonight. And let me just go over here and put my other screen over real quick. But hey, who else is that in the chat? Hold on, let me go back over to my screen. Hey, Bruce Payne. What's up? How you doing? How's it going? Thanks for joining in the chat tonight. But, okay, so Let's get right down to it, y'all. Let's get right down to it. Now, the episode 24, called Out of Time, it started off with Malcolm and Sarah. They were still on their knees looking up at Andrew, who was pointing a gun at them. Now, even while on his knees, we all know how Malcolm is. Even while on his knees, he had a gun pointed to his head. He was still acting all cocky, still acting all arrogant. Like he just knew that Andrew wasn't going to shoot him. What up, Tay Tay? Hi, how you doing, Tay? But yeah, he was acting like he knew that Andrew was not going to shoot him. Now, Sarah, on the other hand, Andrew's wife, who is cheating with Malcolm, she didn't know if her son was going to wake up and find her dead on the floor. But Malcolm, again, he knew that Andrew, he couldn't pull it off. Basically, Andrew, he was supposed to, this was his assignment. He had snuck off to visit his wife a few episodes back to basically threaten her, tell her, it's over, don't come back looking for me. I think he was just really trying to keep her away from the cult. So he paid her a little visit, but it got back to the highest, and they said, okay, either you do this assignment, which is to kill your wife, Sarah, in order to come back to the cult, or you won't be allowed back on the compound. Now, of course, that means basically kill her or get killed. That's what it means. So that's what he was sent there to do, was to kill Sarah. And you know what? Malcolm was there at the same time. He got an issue with Malcolm. So why not kill two birds with one stone? But of course, he wasn't going to do that. He didn't do that. Thank you, Bruce. Thank you. You said you love my reviews. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really, really do. But the crazy thing is, even though Andrew wasn't going to kill his wife or her side nigger, if he had the opportunity to kill her and get away with it, I think he would have. I think he's that upset. I think he's that angry that he would have killed Sarah and he would have killed Malcolm if he could get away with it. But I don't think he could have got away with it. So what is his plan now? Basically, he called his supervisor Mac over, his boss Mac, and he and Mac are going to basically stage the scene to make it appear as if Sarah had been murdered. To make it appear as if Andrew had killed her. Her crazy husband. He done caught her in bed with his co-worker. He done went crazy. He done lost it. It was a crime of passion. And now his wife is dead. So, will the highest fall for that? I don't know. I don't know if he'll fall for it or not. And the thing is that I still, and y'all let me know how y'all feel, but I still don't know for sure if Andrew has been compromised. Like, okay, even though he didn't kill, just because he didn't kill Sarah, just because he didn't kill his wife as the highest order, that does not necessarily mean that he has not been compromised. It doesn't mean that he has been compromised, because when it comes down to it, he's going to work with Mac to stage her death. So do you think that Andrew has been compromised or not? Do you think he's staging her death to stay in the cult because he really desires to be there? Or do you think he's staging her death just to fool the highest because he's still working undercover to help bring down the cult? Y'all let me know what y'all think, because we are on episode 24, right? We are on episode 24. And so far, the FBI has no concrete proof, no evidence whatsoever of any crimes being committed up there. And that's the whole reason why Andrew has been up there at the cult, was to bring back some type of information. But he cut off all ties with the FBI, like, how many episodes ago? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. And then even, FBI agent Brian and the sheriff, they're not having any luck coming up with anything. This episode, they even paid another trip to the family, the older couple whose truck got damaged. It got stolen from one of the cult members. What was his name? Oh God, I can't remember his name. The one that the Hires was forcing to have sex with him, and he didn't really want to, and he wants to escape as well with some of the other people. But that guy, Daikon had promised them money. He promised to pay for the damage of the truck. He still hasn't paid for the damage of the truck. So when the FBI agent Brian, who's working undercover, by the way, and the sheriff, when they came up there to basically ask some questions, have y'all seen anything funny, anything suspect? The older white couple was like, nah, we ain't seen nothing. We don't really see them. They coming and going, but we do hear them. So they hear them singing a lot. They hear them singing a lot. That's about it. They be chanting, they be outside singing they Raku song, Raku, all that other that stuff that they be singing. And it's usually after the highest has like some vision or has some message from the Raku or something like that. But that's all they basically be hearing is them singing and everything. Other than that, they don't even have any proof that something's going on up there. Matter of fact, the lady, the wife of the husband, she's a little firecracker, ain't she? She was like, if y'all don't get us our money from that Daikon, if y'all don't get our money and get it soon, we is going to storm up there and bang on them gates till we get paid. And I hope that don't really happen. I hope it doesn't come down to that, because for that couple, that older white couple, I don't see anything good happening if they were to go up there. I really don't. I fear for their safety. If they go up there, they might come up there and knock on them gates. They gonna wrench out and pull back a nub. End up in the lake. You know what they be doing? They be like, when they be killing people up there at that cult, people who don't comply to their rules, or people who try to run off or try to snitch on them, run to the cops or whatnot. They might find themselves on a train track and get the same excuse that they gave to the last lady who was killed. They just happened to like be crossing the tracks, and they couldn't get across the tracks fast enough, and a train just happened to be coming across the track, and they just got ran over. I don't know what had happened. But yeah, Mr. Akpa, I can't even pronounce that. But what's up? What's going on? Thanks for joining the chat tonight. Everybody, make sure again you like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the Hood Table if you're not already subscribed. But let me tell y'all this. I was hollering when Malcolm and Andrew was going back and forth. And Malcolm told Andrew, he said, well, at least I'm not the one being butt fucked up at the cold. I was like, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. But you know what? Andrew didn't even get like, I thought he would have been like furious to hear that coming from Malcolm, the guy who's having sex with his wife. I would think that he would have been furious. All he kept saying was, huh? Excuse me? What? Shut up. Like, I don't know. Is it because he knows that he really got cleansed all the way out by the highest? So it's like he cannot deny it? I don't know. I thought he would have clapped back saying something. But anywho, he was just like, yeah, I got cleansed. And what? This is good. I'm drinking some Seagram strawberry daiquiri on ice, and it's really good. But anywho, as far as poor Paula, the one who drank all the bleach. Okay. Again, she's still very sick, just hanging on for dear life, literally. Zane is doing as much as she can to take some of the slack off of Paula, along with forcing her to drink some type of potion, some type of concoction or whatever it is to make her feel better. Zane is still promising to get them both up out of there, as well as helping her with her chores. Now, at this point, I must say, I don't know, and I cannot tell if any of them will get out of there soon, or, anytime soon. And not only do they still want to leave, but so does Lacey. Now, I've been wondering what all Lacey has been put through. I know that she was passed around. I know that Lilo probably had her. We know that he, made money off of her. He was passing her around. I thought it was probably to strangers, like pimping her out. But he said he sold her off to friends. So, same thing though. Pimping, trafficking, whatever you want to call it. But Lacey has suffered tremendously at the hands of Lilo and his men. After he took her from the compound, he sold her again to about 5 people. I think he said about 5 of his homeboys or whatnot. They all had sex with her. But y'all know that they were unsatisfied to the point where Lilo came up there and he went off. He was cussing, going off to the point where Daikon assigned Brother Clock to find out who's been having sex with Lacey before she even was given to Lilo. And we know who that was. We know it was Oliver, but Clark, he was supposed to go around and inspect every man on the compound and find out who got the biggest chunk. Because from what Lilo said, and I get tickled every time, but from what Lilo said, she was wider than a tugboat. And I don't think she's wider than a tugboat. I don't think that Oliver is just that big. Like he just hung like a horse to where I don't think that's the case. What it is Lilo is used to getting the virgins, the youngest women, the virgins, the girls, and then passing them on to people and making money off of these virgins. So of course, virgins are really, they like they tight. They tight. So that's what those people are used to, virgins. So I think that was, mainly the main reason why Lilo was just pissed off. So because of the fact that the men were so unsatisfied with her not being a virgin, Lilo was like, I don't care. I'm still gonna make money off of her. Y'all better find a tight spot on her somewhere. And that they did. So they went from the front door and they all went to the back door and they passed her around one to another, round and round, back and forth, really damaging her, really damaging her. Lilo insisted though, he insisted that they have sex with her anally, and that's what they did. They basically abused her in every hole possible for their own pleasure. So yeah, now Lacey is also one of the ones that wants to escape. But what about her man Oliver, y'all? What about Oliver? Oliver, who was acting like he had no idea all this time. He was acting like he had no idea what had happened to his girl, what had happened to Lacey. He recently found out what he should have been now. So after hearing about all the horrible things that she had endured, one would think that he'd be willing to run away with her or at least help her to escape. Mm-mm. She up there talking about, I want to leave, you come with me, I'm ready to go, they hurt me. She's still in pain. I cannot imagine the pain that she suffered, that she endured, being sodomized by all those different men over and over again till they brought her back. She could barely walk when she came back. We saw her getting out the car. She could barely walk. So one would think that Oliver would be like, okay, babe, that's the business. We gonna leave. Shoot, Oliver already got guns on his hip. I mean, he got all kind of guns, shotguns, rifles, handguns. I mean, they got all that military equipment. So you would think that he'd be like, okay, babe, I got you. Let's get up out of here. But is he afraid? Because he kept telling her, we can't leave. Don't leave. Then he was claiming that he's seen what the code does to those who don't comply. Like I was saying earlier, they find themselves dead, laying across train tracks and all kind of other stuff. So he was begging her not to leave. But is that it? Do y'all think he's scared? I mean, he did end up killing someone this episode, and we're going to get to that. But he did kill someone. So, I don't know. I don't know why he doesn't want to leave. I don't know. I think after killing somebody, he would have the balls to do it. But anyway, let me know what y'all think about that. Also, what did y'all think about Daikon's reaction towards what he heard about Elder Mother from Brother Clark? Y'all, I was so tickled. I was so tickled when I saw Daikon's reaction to Brother Clark. Now, y'all remember Brother Clark. Him and who was it? Him and who else was it? Was it Riley? Not Riley. Was it River? I can't remember who it was. Was it River? No, 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 no. It was Oliver. Yeah, Clark and Oliver. Okay. They were making fun of Mother, right? And so Mother overheard them because she got ears like an elephant. So she overheard them. And she forced Brother Clark to come into her trailer and made him disrobe and made him get down on his knees. And I thought while he was down on his knees that she was going to hover over him and feed him the old flesh. Nope. She ended up telling him to get on his knees and made him pleasure himself in front of her. So he was explaining all this to Daikon. And Daikon was so tickled. He really got a kiki out of that. He was cracking up, but he kept telling him, shut up, like quit lying. Like, why you lying on that old lady? You know she didn't do none of that to you. You know, that's how I took it, right? That's how I took it. But he was basically like, shut your mouth and keep on talking. He was hollering, y'all. But why did I get the sense that while Daikon was up there laughing and cracking the hell up about what had happened to Brother Clark, why did I have a sense that something might have happened to Daikon too? From Elder Mother. Like, we know he cannot stand her. He acts like he hates her. So I can't help but wonder, like, where does all that stem from? Like, where does all this, what's the real reason behind the hatred for Elder Mother? Do y'all think that Daikon was once a victim to Elder Mother? I don't know. Y'all let me know. Bruce Payne said when Daikon laughed, I lost it. You too? I was hollering because, okay, the thing was, Daikon has a good poker face. So when Brother Clark was telling him what had happened, it was like he was sitting there, shut up. Man, go on somewhere, shut up. Just shut up. And as soon as he sent him off, Daikon about fell off them stairs. He was so tickled. He was too tickled, y'all. I was through. I was done. I was like, that is so funny. But also, remember he was also assigned to figure out who it was that Lacey was sleeping with. Daikon also asked him that, like, where has your, investigation led you? And he lied and said, I haven't found anybody. Daikon was like, well, keep looking. Clark already know whose it is. He already know who it is. He know that Lacey was having sex with Oliver, but he's trying to keep Oliver and Lacey from punishment, which I'm glad he did. I'm glad he lied. Because maybe he's strong enough to take the punishment. He's a big, strong, young, strapping man. Maybe he can take the punishment. But poor Lacey, after all she has been through already, she's still in a lot of pain from being ran through from all those men. They done ran through her from the rooter to the tooter, literally. So she cannot possibly take too much more punishment. So again, I'm glad that, Clark lied to Daikon. But if y'all think that Mother might have abused or taken advantage of Daikon in the past, please let me know. Because I think so. I ain't got no proof, but I think so. But anyway, that was funny. Now, moving right along. After testing Ruth to see if she slept with Daikon or not, the Hyatts decided to take River's advice to get with Ruth. Now, before, I thought I thought River was only suggesting that because of the whispers and the gossip, going on within the cult about the highest sexual preference. I thought that's why he wanted him to get with Ruth. But now I got it. I got it. River and others who he did not mention are planning on betraying the highest. Planning on betraying the highest. Evidently, some of the men were put to the task before and have failed. So now they're going to put all their trust in Ruth. They think that if any woman on the compound can get in like Flynn with the highest, it's Ruth. So they believe. And how is she going to get close enough to him? Per River. He's like, okay, all you have to do is have sex with the highest. And then after you're done having sex, coddle him and treat him like a little 5-year-old kid who's done something wrong and he's in trouble. Because obviously the highest that went through something bad, something horrible, maybe around the age of 5. So after having sex, he sometimes retreats back to that place. And so it suddenly hit me like, so this is why he be acting all silly and giddy and immature, sometimes when he's all booed up with those guys. Is that the reason? Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. And again, make sure you like and share the video. But how is this going to work for Ruth, who is still trying to steal the keys from Daikon? Like, she promised Tally a long time ago, I'm going to get Daikon right where I want him, wrapped around my pinky finger, She does have that man right about where she wants him. In the past, we saw how he didn't give a damn about Ruth or her safety. And now it appears that he's fallen in love with her or really, really likes her. I think he's fallen in love with her, but y'all let me know what y'all think. But to me, it appears like he's fallen in love with her, and he's also concerned about her well-being. So how will Daikon feel once he hears that Ruth was summoned by River to please the highest? And regardless if the highest was enjoying it or not, or not, or if Ruth did it against her will Daikon feel betrayed by Ruth? Do you think he likes her that much where he would feel betrayed by Ruth? And how is Ruth supposed to trust River? I have so many questions. KO Sports Talk said love triangle between the highest Daikon and yes. I have so many questions. Like, how is Ruth supposed to know that she can trust River? Who are these other people that River is talking about? Because every time somebody comes to Ruth, they be like, I and others are trying to leave. I mean, Zane said that. That young boy that the highest was having sex with said that. River said that. I mean, people is always coming to her, I and others are trying to escape. I and others. You can trust us. How does Ruth really knows who to trust? You know what I'm saying? And because me, for one, I would have never thought that River would be going up against the highest. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? But when they was conversating, I got a laugh out of that too. When Ruth and River was going back and forth, did y'all see how he was like, girl? His whole body, his whole expression, his whole demeanor, he was like, girl. And then he told Ruth, now go. She was like, don't dismiss me, bitch. I be telling y'all all the time how Ruth be cracking me up. Y'all know Ruth is from the streets. A lot of them is from the streets. Like, we find out that River was a con artist. So is he trying to con Ruth? We see that he's still into his
Someone is at the front door.
We see how he is still at, and somebody's at my door. Hopefully he'll come in. It's my other son. Sorry about that. That was my Ring and my Alexa. telling me that somebody's at the front door. But hopefully, I thought he was at work. By the way, hey son, I'm live. I'm live right now. How you know? You watching me? You watching me? Okay. My sons always be my sons be in the cut. They be in the bushes watching me on my videos. But anyway, he talking to my other son, the one who still lives at home. Some of y'all have met him. Some of y'all have met both of my kids. They be popping up on my shows sometimes. But anywho. Back to Ruth. Yeah, she was like, "Don't dismiss me, bitch." I was cracking up like, Ruth, man. A lot of them is from the streets, and that's why when River was talking to the highest, he said a lot of us was somewhere else before we got here to the compound, to the code. So it looks like old River is still into his con artistry. Is that how you would say it? Con articism. He's still trying to con somebody. You right, Bruce. It was dark comedy. Yes, it was. But when she said, "Don't dismiss me, bitch," like, bitch, you. I wish. I wish. But anyway. Now on to Lilo, who was still in the accounting trailer. That damn Lilo. Okay, so when Lilo was still in the accounting trailer, he was harassing the hell out of Joan. Joan has been doing all the accounting work for Lilo, the code, the cartel, all this shit for free, right? And it seems like the only thing the code is getting out of the deal is the land that they live on. Lilo comes and goes as he pleases to get the ladies to have sex with, pimp them out. He gets to borrow the children to be used as mules for his drugs. I mean, having kids swallow condoms full with drugs, little kids, that's absurd. But that's what he's allowed to do. The cartel is making millions of dollars every month for what the code is doing for them, when the code is only receiving a $10,000 cut. 10,000. So the highest and Daikon, who were once in prison and released, they are risking everything for $10,000 out of all the millions that they make every month. Child. Mm-hmm. But I have been saying time and time again that somebody needs to hand Lilo's ass to him, because Lilo be cutting the hell up, and the highest be acting like he's scared to buck against Lilo, especially after Lilo threatened that the cartel would come for the highest if anything happened to him. But does Oliver know anything about the threats from the cartel? Or is there even a cartel to be concerned about that is involved with Lilo? I don't know, child, but I guess we'll find out soon. Because Oliver not only handed Lilo's ass to him, but he handed Lilo's head to him as well. Man, when I say, I was like, whoo, clutch my pearls. When I saw that sign, I was like, oh shit. I had to rewind and rewind. I watched that scene over and over again. I was like, no, did he take a whole axe? Did he one swipe, and he just head just went bloop, 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 rolling into the grass. He handed his whole head to him. But I was like, damn, finally somebody got with that nigger, because I knew. And I had said time and time again, I said, I think Oliver is going to be the one to handle old Lilo. And that he did. You said Oliver really stepped up to the, you said to Lilo. No pun intended. He put his head on the, yes. His head on the pilot. But what's going to happen now, y'all? What's going to happen now? I mean, and it was so funny. Like, I didn't even see this coming. Like, when he convinced Lilo that the best restroom, or a good restroom, that the highest uses, was off into the woods, I'm thinking really like, okay, the highest has this like fancy little outhouse that he uses with some real tissue and some hand sanitizer and all this kind of stuff, right? And Lilo dealing with the bubble guts and all, he actually followed Oliver into the woods, talking shit the entire way. But Oliver finally shut his ass up and shut him up for good. But what now, y'all? Will this be the reason that Oliver might decide to escape with Lacey? Or do y'all think that Oliver will face severe punishment for what he has done? Because remember, River claims to Ruth that Lilo and the cartel be making millions off the coke. So will this jeopardize River's plans, his con artist plans? You know, stealing the money from the cartel, from Lilo, from the high. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. You said you had a feeling Oliver was going to do something when he took him to the woods, but not like this. He killed him. Yes! You said finish him. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I was like, what the hell? Now, I would have thought that maybe, I don't know, maybe Oliver would have started fighting him. They would have fought. They would have rumbled. Oliver would have choked him, suffocated him, shot him, something like that. But he took that, man, he took that axe and bodied him like I'm like, you said Mortal Kombat style. That's too funny. Finish him! Finish him! But that's all I got. That's all I got. Unless somebody wants to jump on the screen and let me know what they think about the show, or their opinions or thoughts or anything. I just dropped the link, so if anybody wants to jump on the link and let me know their thoughts on the show. If not, I'm gonna wrap it up. I think the only other show that I'm behind on reviewing right now, for those who tune in to more of my other reviews, is The Housewives of Atlanta. That just came on Sunday, so I'm only a few days behind on that one. Last night I did review Sisters, Tyler Perry's other show, Sisters. That was a good show. But yeah, I'm pretty much caught up. Some of the shows that I was reviewing this last season or whatever, they are done till the new season starts. So the only thing I'm reviewing right now is Sisters, Ruthless, which is about to end, and the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and what else? I'm trying to eavesdrop on my son's conversation. Oh, Bell Collective. That's right. I have to do Bell Collective episode. Which episode just came out? Episode 4. I think it was. Hold on. Let me see. Let me look at my. Episode 3. Okay, Bell Collective episode 3 just came on Friday. So I think tomorrow I'm going to review Bell Collective. That is becoming one of my favorite TV shows. If y'all haven't checked that out, that is a really good show. It's on the OWN channel about them Southern gals from Jacksonville, Mississippi. Them Southern gals, them bougie Southern belles, and all they drama. It's only on season 3 right now, and I absolutely love it so far. So I already reviewed episode 1 and 2 of this new show, and episode 3 just came on last Friday. So that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm going to watch Bell Collective and review that one tomorrow, and then Thursday I'll do Housewives of Atlanta. That's what I'll do. So yeah, that's the plan. But yeah,
Motion detected at the front door.
Motion detected at the front door. That is my child leaving. So, but yeah, that's the plan. For this week of all my reviews. Being that I work a lot, like 12-hour days, excuse me. And on the weekends, I've been working on the weekends a lot lately as well, because our job be needing overtime. I try to at least get in one review per day or every other day on all the different TV shows that I review. So as to not burn myself out, I'm trying really hard not to burn myself out with all these TV show reviews and work. So on that note, everybody, I really appreciate everybody for tuning in today with me for this Ruthless review. Make sure, again, you like and share the video, and also subscribe to the Hood Table if you have not already subscribed so far. And also, Cash apps or super chats are not mandatory, but they are very much appreciated. So if you want to ever cash app your girl, right there, the Hood Table 402. Thank you. If you feel like blessing a sister. But other than that, please like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay safe. Be blessed. Always remain vigilant. And as always, remember to keep it hood. Bye.